Hello, Jim Tech Bros, and we're back with the Poly Surround, Voyager Surround 80 UC, which has been tested now for a couple of weeks now. And it's been a really good headset all around. So if you're into your working from home or working in an office, really good, excellent quality with voice. But you can also use these as pair of headphones just for listening to music as well. You've got controls built in there as well, which you'll have a look at the app in a minute. So you get about 21 hours of talk time. You have 6 mics, but 10 in total. And you've got touch controls rather than buttons. And you've got a couple of buttons here on the side as well to mute, to switch between, check Bluetooth status. And you've also got a busy light there, as you can see, to let people know that you're on a call and so on. Really comfortable. You see left and right there, and pretty good ANC on them too. They block pretty much of the outside world, particularly if you're at home. But in a noisier environment, you might hear bits and pieces here and there. But overall, excellent quality. Now, I've been using these as both for work and personal use, and they're a pair of headphones I think I'll be using pretty much all the time now, because I have been using them a lot. And the thing to take away from this here is the clarity of the voice is unbelievable, particularly on your Teams calls and so on. So you can use this on Microsoft Teams, and you can connect to your phone, you can connect to your PC via a little dongle and work on both, and you can get software to download on your desktop as well and on your mobile phone. And that's basically how it's going to work, and really good, and a pretty thorough app as well, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But overall, a super pair of headphones, and really nice, and they're not a problem to wear for a couple of hours at a time, so not really bad. So you've got adaptive ANC, you've got immersive audio, but the voice is the one thing that stands out for me on these, more so than listening to music. But nonetheless, the music sounds great, but the voice is just so clear. It's unbelievable, particularly on calls, and as mentioned, if you're using Teams or anything like that, or even a phone call, really unbelievably clear. So there's 2 apps. You can get PolyLens, and there's a desktop version as well. There's one for your phone, and they're compatible with Teams, Cisco, Ribbon, Avaya, Alcatel uses AWS, API and Ring Central as well, and you've got lots of features on them too. So your speaker size is 40mm, and the bandwidth is 20Hz to 20kHz, and that's pretty good. And again, you've got your mics there, but you notice with this one it's boomless, so there's no boom, which is kind of cool. I'm not a fan of those ones with booms on them. This has none, which is really nice, and that's pretty much it. You've got adaptive ANC, and you've got Microsoft Teams certification and smart sensors built in, and you've got decent battery life. So 15 minutes will give you a 15-minute charge, will give you 10 hours of talk time, which I think is pretty excellent. And that's another thing to keep in mind as well, just in case. And that's pretty much it. You've Bluetooth 5.3 as mentioned, and of course we're going to have a look at the controls now. But overall, in general, to summarise, excellent headset, really is, and it's worth the money. You know, people were saying when I was showing them around, and I was letting people test them out here, and I've took calls and were asking how much these were. They ain't cheap, but if you're someone that's using it for both, they're worth the money. And you know, if you're on your Teams calls or stuff like that, we do a lot of that kind of stuff here, you need to be heard, and people need to hear you, and that's what you get with these. But overall, really good, and very impressive pair of headphones. So something you should consider, rather than having, say, 2 separate pairs where you can just buy these to do the whole lot. That's if you're into the headphones. But nonetheless, people that are in good jobs, like the IT jobs and the kinds like Microsoft or Google, that kind of stuff, working in office environments, would be the kind of clientele for the likes of this here. So that's pretty much that. So I'm going to have a look at the app for you, show you the app and go through that. And where's my stand? Okay, so we'll pop it on here. So in the app you've got general, so you've got your account, about, notifications, voice alerts, privacy policy and devices. You can find your device as well if you wish to do so, and that's if you get lost, you'll know where to go. And that's pretty much it. You can see there that it's connected there now. So in here you'll have your settings wheel, and you'll pop in here and you can see there's quite a bit of stuff in there. So you've got your language, you've got your general, So you've got your mute reminder, notification tones, mute on and off alerts, online indicator. As you've seen there, there was a button there. An LED will let you know your second incoming call, and you've got an equalizer as well, so it's bass, flat and bright. Now the equalizer isn't the best in the world, but there is a small difference between these three if you're listening to your music, but it's there nonetheless, which is pretty good. So you got your software, you've got your ringtones and volume in here. So you got your ringtone, side tone, volume level tones, volume minimum and max alerts, and you've got that there. You can customize your button as well. I have it set to ANC and transparency. Your sensors and present, so wearing sensor, active call. So I'm just going to turn that off for a minute to do the controls. And auto answer, auto pause. You've got a wireless connection as well. You've HD voice and extended range mode for PC. And you've got advanced settings in here. Anti-startle, noise exposure, and hours on phone per day. And you've got your ANC settings there, adaptive and transparency. Voice prompts and tones, you've got call announcement, incoming alert, and audio, active audio tone, and then you can reset the voice. And that's pretty much what's inside the app there. So for just demonstration purposes only, here to show you these controls, you have this touch area here, so you'll hear a prompt, and you can skip and reverse by just swiping, and then you can just higher and lower the volume there, as you can see, going up and down like so. And that's pretty much that. So what I'm going to do is just pause this, and I'm going to higher up the volume. I'll do it quickly this way, and you might be able to hear in this. It's very hard to hear it, but this will tell you a status that we're connected to two devices. We're connected to a laptop and a phone, which is something I kind of do all day. And once you switch this up here, it's very hard to hear. So phone one and the voice, my laptop connected to it. But that's it in general for these. The Voyager Surround 80 UC. Really superb pair of headphones if you're willing to spend the money. It's worth it, and do check them out. They're very robust as well. They're not too heavy, and they're very comfortable to wear for long periods of time. So say, for me, I've had them on pretty much a lot over the last couple of weeks, testing them out and giving them a good run, and they are certainly worth their money. Pretty simple to use, and that's basically it there in short. What they look like again up close if you missed the unboxing. Really robust as well. There's no creaks or anything like that in them too, and quite an enjoyable headset. Be it expensive, you get what you pay for, and that's how things work in general, and these are worth the money. Something I don't really say too often, but when you consider what they're aimed at and what else you can do with them, they are worth the money. But I wouldn't pay that for a pair of normal headphones, but these are a hybrid kind of pair of headphones and can do more jobs than one, and are really good. So that's it. We'll leave a link below where you can pick them up and all that kind of stuff, and stay tuned for more coming up on techbuzzern.com. And thank you for watching, and thanks to Polly for sending these over to us to check out, and we'll see you in the next video.